In today's modern era, humans have enhanced their imaginations and have answered to the mysteries of deepest to the darkest. In simple words, science. Hello friends, I am Shobit, and in today's current time, humans living in each and every country challenge themselves from country to country, and each and every people living in the country anticipates and takes part in the race of new discoveries and new innovations. And one of the major topics in this race comes the exploration of space science. And we are proud to say that our own country, India, is also playing and one of the important role of four big major powers of the world space associations. For recent examples, Chandrayaan 3. So friends, I would first like to explain you the path Chandrayaan 3 travel all the way from the starting point till the landing point. It starts from a point on 14 July 2023, 22:35 pm, Sriharikota. It was launched successfully using GSLV MKI-3 rocket. The GSLV MKI-3 rocket made Chandrayaan 3 successfully rise on the lower Earth orbit. Using the elliptical gravitational trajectory maneuvering, according to which whenever the satellite orbiting the Earth would reach perigee or the certain point where 24 hours the sun's sunlight will reach and point out to the equator, and whenever the Chandrayaan 3 would reach, it would fire a bit to raise in higher orbit. After doing this till the fifth and the last, when the moon transitionary orbit occurred, it gave a final fire so that it could reach the moon's gravitational force. And after entering the moon gravitational field, it started descending its elliptical gravitational transitionary maneuvering. It first revolved a big orbit around the moon, then descended itself. After that, there was a certain point where the Chandrayaan 3's orbiter detached Chandrayaan 3's lander on 23rd August 2023, 6:04 pm, landed successfully on South Pole, whereas the orbiter of Chandrayaan 3 continued to orbit the moon and studied the moon's surface and atmosphere. So friends, for better clarification, I have made three diagrams of the three basic parts of Chandrayaan 3. First, we go on with the orbiter, which is the propulsion module orbiter. So, orbiter's basic task is to make Chandrayaan 3 travel from the Sriharikota's launching site till the smooth south pole. The next component is the Vikram lander. Vikram lander's basic task is to make the soft landing possible on south pole of the moon. And the third and the most important part of Chandrayaan 3 is the Discovery Pragyan rover, according to which Pragyan rover will set off its journey from lander and will discover the new things and substances present on the moon's surface. So friends, for more better understanding, I have made you the models of all the important things of Chandrayaan 3. The landing site South Pole, the moon, the propulsion model orbiter, the Vikram lander and the Pragyan rover, which is inside the lander, and the ground station Deep Space Networking ISRO, which is in the Bangalore. So first starting with the propulsion module. It is an instrument which it is a component of Chandrayaan 3 which will help to transport the basic Chandrayaan 3 to the moon's gravitational area and circumference. It consists of an instrument named SHAPE which will help the propulsion module and scientists of ISRO to find out the chances of life and the components of the atmosphere, a very thin atmosphere of the moon. And the most biggest work of the propulsion module is to connect with the Chandrayaan 3's bottom part and to transport it from the lower Earth orbit to the moon, like this. It connects with the bottom part of Chandrayaan 3. And now I would like to explain you about the model I made for Chandrayaan 3, the Vikram lander. It consists of 4 propulsion module exhausts at the bottom so that it could give a pressure at the time of descent. It consists of 4 powerful landing legs and mechanisms so that it will create a less jerk or a movement or vibration on the lander, making it less risk for the destruction of the Chandrayaan 3's rover. It consists of receivers transponders. After landing successfully, it first operates this solar panel for collecting more and more energy for the power source of all the sensors adapted for it so that it could discover more and more. After it collects enough energy so that the lander and rover both can work and function properly, it started its function. It first operates its connection so that it could connect with the ground station on the Bangalore and with the lander on the south pole of the moon. It 360 degree camera. It opens 360 degree camera And then for sensors, high resolution solar panel, which will collect more amount of solar panel whenever a sensor is in active, and then the lock system for the rover gets on. Okay, after that the solar panels at the front will descend themselves, and the rover will get when the door of the rover will be enclosed. Then the rover will come out and explore more about the chance surface or the moon's surface. First, it will detect the all the components on the moon's surface. It will on its sensor to connect the rover from the lander. It will take some energy through the solar panels, and then it will use its infrared sensors to measure the deepness and the temperature down going through the moon. It will use a measure instrument so that it could test the measurement of the temperature of the ground, as well as studying the moon's soil particles. At the backside, it consists of an antenna which will help the rover to connect the rover with the lander. It will open like this. It consists of some amount of solar panels which will collect the heat and radiation from the sun to provide energy from all sides. After connecting the connection of the rover, for the connection of rover and the lander, it separates a panel so that it could get the information which rover collects. After that, when the lander's work is finished, we come to the rover. The Pragyan rover is laced with many instruments. For example, the instrument for collecting the data of the components of the chance surface. For example, metal detectors, infrared sensors, cameras, and transponders. It consists of a mechanism so that it could collect the soil components and drill in the moon's surface like this. It will first drill. For this, I will use the chance surface which is made by Lego itself. It will drill the soil composer. It will collect it, and it will place the soil's composure in the black mechanism you see in the front. It will just place it here, and then this black mechanism will find the composition and then will send this to the lander, and lander will send it to the Earth's ground station. And this is how the rover, moon soil, the Chandrayaan 3's lander, orbiter, and the ground station will work.